since I got back, a lot hasn't happened, but a lot has happened. I don't like that I don't feel like I'm working towards something. I realized that this is probably God answering my prayers in a way that I didn't expect him to. He be doing that sometimes. I've just felt very out of place is the overall thing. Good morning, guys. Ooh, the sun is like, wait, hold on. Okay, anyways, good morning. Today is Saturday and I have to change my battery because it's about to die. Hold on. Whew. All right, we're back. Hi, guys. All right, so today is a pretty busy day today. A lot of transition is going on. I don't know if I've mentioned it in the vlog yet, but yeah. Okay, so one, I am moving tomorrow. I am moving into a shared apartment tomorrow. So, and I need to pack. I haven't packed one thing. And I feel like we'll sit down and talk about that a little bit more later. But I'm moving tomorrow. And also, so that's one thing. That's one change. Also, I have decided to start doing, okay, background. Here in Mexico City, a lot of brands and companies and all that stuff shoot things here because it's a lot cheaper. So a lot of commercials get shot here. A lot of photo shoots, clothes ads, movies, films, like whatever. A lot of things get filmed here in Mexico City. And so there are a lot of models, there's a lot of casting agencies, all of that stuff here in Mexico City. And I know a lot of people, a lot of friends who do it, and I've decided to do it as well. I, of course, need to figure out how I'm gonna start making money. And also I want something that's a little flexible and that's not gonna like keep me tied down. I can do it as much or as little as I want to. And also start meeting new people. I think it'll be cool because I do want to still get into the whole videography thing. So I think it'll be cool to just get into those spaces and just kind of meet people, see how they're doing it, see what opportunities come about. So yeah, I'm about to start doing that. And today I am going to take my pictures for my portfolio that I will send out to these different agencies and then castings and all that stuff. So, you know, like those basic like model pictures that people put in their portfolio to send out. So that's what I'm doing today. My friend Frida is going to be taking my pictures. So I'm trying to decide if I want to put on makeup or not. If I do, it's going to be really basic because it's supposed to just be, you know, you're not supposed to be all caked up. But I'm trying to decide because I haven't put on makeup in forever. For many reasons. One, because my skin was really messing up here in Mexico because of the water that I was using on my face, and so it wasn't doing great. And I don't like to add makeup on top of my skin when it's acting a mess. So I haven't done makeup in a while, and so I don't even know, like, it's been summer, my shade might have changed a little bit, so I don't even know if I want to do it because I don't want my pictures to come out looking weird because I didn't do my makeup correctly. So we'll see. I think I'm going to try it, and if it doesn't look right, I will just take it off. So yeah, I'm about to do that, and maybe we can talk as I try that. It's a lot to talk about. A lot is kind of changing. So yeah, let's see. Let's try to just sit down. I really need I need a lot. Okay, I need a stool. I need something to sit on. Maybe I'll go grab my table. We're good. So let's see, what do I even do? See, I feel like my sponges are all dirty. really only using tinted moisturizer. Y'all, this is not about to become a beauty channel. I'm just using this time to talk to you guys. And I'm kind of speaking out loud. Okay, I think this is okay. We're gonna see, guys. Anyways, okay. So, yes, like I said, since I got back, a lot hasn't happened, but a lot has happened. A lot has happened, like, emotionally. I was really struggling when I got back because I was just struggling with figuring out why I was still here. I haven't left because I haven't felt called anywhere else, and I don't want to make decisions to move somewhere or anything just out of emotions and not because it's what God wants me to do. And so I'm still in Mexico, and I was struggling with the reality that, like, this is, I don't know, it just wasn't as exciting anymore. So when I first came to Mexico, my intention was to stay here for maybe like 3 months. I came in February, so I was thinking I would leave maybe in the summer sometime, so like June or July. That was my idea. So I was thinking I was gonna stay for like 3 months, and then I was considering, well, I really wanted to like travel to other Latin American countries, and I was considering doing something like World Packers. And World Packers is just like, it's a website where you can find different jobs in different countries, and in exchange for working those jobs, you'll get something. So you'll get, typically it's like housing, or you'll get housing and meals, whatever the case may be. So they have like, you can work in a hostel and stay at the hostel and work there in exchange for free stay. Or people have like farms, you can like help out on the farm, and then they'll house you and feed you, stuff like that. So I was thinking of doing more things like that. And sorry, to see if that matched. Okay, I was thinking of doing more things like that, and you know, traveling around Latin America, doing the channel, and yeah, just doing more of like that travel lifestyle. Then I got here, and of course, as if you guys have watched my other videos, I ended up getting connected with a church community, which is really what I wanted. Like, I was praying for that before I came. So I ended up finding a church community and getting baptized here. And so now a lot of my time here has been surrounding the church and me just like building my faith and all of that. And oh, that's not good lighting. Okay, this isn't working, guys. Look at that. Okay. So yeah, anyways, why'd you put it on your face if it wasn't working? So yeah, my idea of like what I was about to do changed, and I really did want to just sit back and like see what God had for me, because I knew it wasn't a coincidence that I found this church, and that like this is kind of how my time here in Mexico is going to be. Like, I know that that's been God's plan. So I have no problem staying in Mexico. It's just, once I got back, I felt like it felt more real that like, okay, I have to like start figuring out how I'm going to build more of a life here, because I didn't plan savings wise to have to like pay for my apartment as long. And then I just need to figure out what to do in general, because my days are not filled with much. Is that better? I don't like that I don't feel like I'm working towards something. When I first got here, I was working towards trying to just learn this whole YouTube thing, learn how to edit, record like my first time, well, my first like couple weeks or whatever, or months or whatever, just record my experience being new here. So that was my focus when I first got here. I was just sitting down a lot and watching videos to learn how to edit. But now that I've got that down pack a little bit more, it doesn't take up as much of my time. Yeah, maybe. It doesn't take up as much of my time. So when I got back, it kind of just hit me that, okay, like reality really set in, and it's not me traveling for fun anymore. It's me having to figure out logistics about life here, and that was overwhelming for me. Another thing, I feel like now it's also become real that like now I am really like a foreigner in another country, and that's also been hard to adjust to just because of the whole language thing. And so the church I go to, it has an English speaking group, but it is Spanish speaking. And so I go to a lot of church things and it's all Spanish speaking, and I feel like a fish out of water. And it's also been an adjustment because my friends who were around a lot when I first got here have not been here for like different reasons. And so I felt a little more like lonely and isolated here because I just haven't had the comfort of the friends that I had when I first got here. So I've had to like figure all of that out and deal with those feelings of like feeling lonely and very isolated. So that was one of my issues. Another thing has definitely been the Spanish. I feel a little discouraged by it because I'm not really picking it up as fast as I feel like I should have, being here for 6 months now, and also having like the little Spanish background I knew. I just thought I'd be further ahead than I am now, and I'm in like this space with Spanish learning where I'm like, I don't see how I'm gonna get better. I don't see how I'm gonna get to the point where I can be in conversation with people and not have like this confused look on my face about what they said, or not taking forever to just get out one sentence. I haven't figured out how I'm going to get past that. I was doing classes, and the classes I didn't think were super beneficial because we were going over similar things that I knew. I'm pretty decent with Spanish on paper because I took it in school for so long, and so I had to take Spanish tests and everything. So on paper with Spanish, I'm pretty good. When it comes to conversation, that's where like I struggle. And so I needed to just figure out how I was going to navigate Spanish learning, because it's hard to be here and not at least just be able to I get by, but not just be able to hold a basic conversation. And so I think that the language aspect definitely contributed to me feeling a little bit more isolated and feeling just more out of place. I've just felt very out of place is the overall theme. And so, yeah, that was one thing. And then I was about to say something else. Oh, of course, the whole finance thing has been a stress. I know that my bank account is going down, and I have been coming out of pocket around $700 every month for rent. And I knew I wouldn't be able to do that much longer. So I would either need to come up with ways to make money or change my living situation. What else? This is pretty decent. I just wanted something basic to get me by. I've never been a heavy makeup person. I was about to say something else. Also, I felt like my habits, like I kind of already mentioned this, but I don't have much that like I'm working towards day to day because, you know, things have changed from when I first got here. I'm not like going out exploring the city as much anymore. I don't have my hostel friends like I did at the beginning. I'm not spending so much time on YouTube, and so like I haven't had much to do with my days, and that has been hard because I don't like feeling I've just felt very stagnant, and I haven't known how to fix that. Stagnant, lonely, just very out of place. It has been the overall theme. I don't like the eyes, right? Oh, let me see. They're not yeah, all of that I was feeling for probably about a month. It wasn't great. I had moments where like somebody came up to me and asked me how I was doing, and I was like, I'm fine. And then they asked me again, and I was like, no. Okay, so she was like, are you doing okay? And I was like, yeah. And then she asked me again. She was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And just like started crying. So I've been very emotional lately. And I think that has to do with like hormonal stuff too. But, well, no, I don't think so, because I haven't like had a lot of moments where I just kind of want to cry, just because this stage of like uncertainty is very difficult to navigate. And I know that I do kind of move at a slow pace when it comes to like just trying to figure out life steps. I don't move super quickly. Just because, I don't know, I think it might just be me not wanting to make the wrong move or whatever. But I don't make like quick decisions and do things like irrationally. And so, but I haven't figured out how to balance that to where I am moving like at a decent pace. I don't know. But anyways, I forgot why I was even saying that. But yeah, so I was really struggling when I first got back. I was really sad, felt really lonely, and just didn't understand why I was still in Mexico, because I didn't feel like I was really, I feel like I had just like hit a wall and was becoming very stagnant, and I didn't know what to do. Okay, so now, so I talked to one of my friends, and we kind of like came up with a plan to just figure out, you know, what my next steps were going to be. I couldn't just continue to sit and be sad. I need to like take action on something. And this is where I kind of struggle. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to take action if like I don't want to do things that I don't know if God wants me to do. I need God to like show me something and like bring me things. And I think that's okay. But also, you know, the like faith without works is dead. I have to actually move and do things so that God can move and do things, you know? And so I needed to kind of figure out what moves I was going to make so that God can also make his moves. And so I decided that I was going to start with this whole casting thing. I know so many people, casting, modeling, commercials, all that, like shoots, all that stuff. I have so many friends who do it, and it just makes the most sense for me. I don't want something that I have to do every day, but I want something that's flexible, that also brings in money, obviously. And so came up with casting and everything. Okay. So yeah, decided to start. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. The squirt. Okay. Okay. So decided to start moving forward with figuring out how I can start getting jobs in that whole area. So that is why I'm taking photos today. First step is I need to create a portfolio with just like basic pictures so that people can, you know, see how I look, see if I fit what they are looking for. So that's one transition that I'm going through right now, and will document because I think it's kind of interesting. I didn't know that Mexico City had so much work in that area, and I think it would just kind of be cool to document what that whole experience is like. So that will definitely be a new part of my journey. And also, oh, the moving. Okay, so I think hold on one sec. Okay, yeah, so with the moving, I have a friend who was in Mexico when I first got here, and she ended up moving back home. And so she lived with roommates, and her roommates were looking for someone else to move in. And so when she first presented it to me, I was like, I didn't say this, but I really did have to think about it, because I am definitely someone who likes my space. And this situation, I would be sharing a room, obviously sharing a bathroom, like just sharing everything. And I was just very scared about giving up my comfortability because I was already struggling here in Mexico. I didn't want to like struggle even more. And I felt like the apartment would make me struggle even more. I was really just holding on to my comfort because I'm very comfortable in this space. But at the same time, I don't think that I'm growing anymore in this space. And that is the key thing. So she presented the apartment thing to me. And at first I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. That's a big switch going from living by myself to living with 3 other people. But also, like I told y'all, I have been struggling with feeling lonely. I have been struggling with, I just been worrying a lot about finances because I was paying $700 in rent every month. I was struggling with my Spanish. It had kind of like, I felt like I hit a wall with my Spanish. And yeah, all those things. And so I had been praying about all of those things. And then this opportunity came up. And so after I like stepped back and thought about it, I realized that this is probably God answering my prayers in a way that I didn't expect him to. He be doing that sometimes. Like sometimes you'll pray for something and you think he's going to answer in one way. And then he answers and you're like, this isn't really what I had in mind, but okay, if you say so. And so I feel like moving in to this place is going to help with that feeling I've gotten stagnant. I'm changing up how I'm living here in Mexico. It's kind of going to be a new experience because I'm moving into a new area with roommates and all that stuff. So I feel like it's just kind of starting a different chapter here in Mexico is how I like to look at it. So it's going to really help me with the just feeling so isolated and lonely sometimes. I'm going to be building some new relationships. 2 of the girls are Mexican, but all 3 of them speak Spanish. So, okay, 3 of them speak Spanish, 2 of them speak English, and I only speak English. And so living in a house with 3 people who speak Spanish is really going to help me with my Spanish because it's going to be real life, immersion. And I think it's also going to help me with my discipline a little bit because here, I didn't do this very well. Yeah, I gotta wipe off the excess. I need a Q-tip. 1 second. Okay, yeah. I think it's gonna help with me feeling so stagnant because here in this apartment, that's another thing. I really do struggle with discipline. So I get into moments where like I just chill on the couch a lot with intentions of doing stuff and then don't do it. Like I messed it up a little bit. Okay. See, I think I kind of have lazier habits that I definitely think I need to work on. And so I think moving into a house where I might not be able to stay up all night, or I have to make sure I get my shower by a certain time or cook dinner by a certain time because I don't want to be loud waking them up. They wake up early, so I'm sure I will get woken up early. I don't know if I'll get out of bed early, but I will still maybe like morph a little bit into their schedule. They wake up super early because they have things that they go and do. And so, I don't know. I think that it might help with that a little bit too. And yeah, I think there's a lot. And I'm saving a lot of money. So yeah, I'll be open about it. Doesn't matter. I spend about $700 on this apartment, and it kind of ranges between $700 and like $750 because the dollar and the peso is like always fluctuating. And so I pay about $700 to $750 here a month. And there, since I'm sharing, I'll be paying $200 a month. So I am saving $500 to $550 a month. And I just feel like I would have been a little crazy to turn that down just because I didn't want to leave the comfortability of my apartment. I was praying that God would help me with the income and everything because I knew I wouldn't be able to keep paying $700 something. And I thought he was gonna send money my way, and I still think he will, but his answer to that prayer was, okay, well, how about you stop paying $700 to $750 a month for rent? Like, how about we stop that? And so, yeah, I felt like he was just answering my prayers in so many different areas, financially, Spanish, relationship wise. And after thinking about it and praying about it, I decided to do it. So yeah, I will be moving on Sunday. I don't think I've wrapped my mind around it yet. I haven't packed it all. Yeah. But today's Friday. No, today's Saturday. Today's Saturday, so I move tomorrow. So yeah. That's what's happening in life. Transitions. I'm also really excited because I don't know if I've really mentioned this on here, but okay. I think I filmed a little bit back, like probably like a month ago. So I probably do have that in this vlog, but I also really want to start doing working events as a videographer. I am really passionate about just storytelling and documenting like moments in life and just things that bring people together and documenting people's stories that they have in like a unique way. And so yeah, I really want to start doing projects like that. I haven't really figured out how I plan to get into that here in Mexico, but hopefully I will. I did do one event for my church. We had a conference and I did a video of like it was like over a week of the conference. So it was a lot of material, a lot of footage, and I created the video for that. And I want to start doing more things like that. And so I have created a channel. I don't know if I've created it by now, but I have the idea to create a channel that just kind of has my videography event stuff on it. And so that's my first little thing that I will have on there. And I want to start doing more. And so one of my mom's friends is getting married, and I asked her if I could do her wedding as just practice to getting into doing that a little bit more. So next month, very soon, I will be going to Jamaica. She's having a destination wedding in Jamaica. So I'll be going there and doing a wedding video for her, and I'm very excited about that just because I need that like experience, and I need something to show people to say, hey, I do this, like see how well I do it. So I'm really excited about that. That's coming up next month. So I'll be vlogging for that, and I think that'll be really cool too, so I can just kind of document what it's like for me to be working a wedding. So that's kind of what we have coming up on this channel. I guess I was giving y'all a little update on life. I hadn't really been recording anything because I just didn't know what to record. I thought about doing a video where I was doing voiceover to talking about me being sad and all of that, but I just kind of prefer to do a sit down, or that's just kind of how it worked out today. So here we go, a easy sit down video. But yeah, I will be recording more. There's a lot of changes coming up. I am moving. I'm getting into doing modeling and castings. I am trying to work on doing videography projects, so I'll be doing a wedding soon. And so yeah, that's gonna be the content that's coming up in this next season. I feel like I should do season 2, right? Of Jordy's Journey, make this season 2. That would make sense. So yeah, that's basically what's coming up. That's my update. I kind of talked to y'all a little bit too long, so I gotta go make breakfast and everything so I can get to my shoot. This is my basic makeup look. I hope it doesn't look crazy when it's shooting, but yeah, we'll see. So yeah, that's my little update. It was great catching up, guys. And I'll take y'all along to the shoot so y'all can just kind of see that and meet Frida. And yeah, exciting things. Okay, catch y'all later. Setting up your thing.
Hi.
Hi guys. Okay, this is Frida.
Hi.
She's my photographer for the day.
Hi.
She's the professional. She has all of her lights and like her back, what do you call that? Like the backdrop, all of that in her house. She's the real professional. So she just asked me what kind of music I want for my shoot, and I didn't think about it. But I'm thinking, let's see.
You can have anything you like.
My problem is that I like a lot of slow music, and that's not what we need.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Well, maybe you can look yourself through the camera.
Oh yeah, through this camera? Yeah.
So do you do the whole thing for YouTube, or do you have like a TikTok account?
All I can handle is YouTube right now. I feel like TikTok and Instagram stresses me out more because I feel like I have to post more if I use those. Versus like YouTube, I feel like I can kind of go at my own pace.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good point.
And plus, I like longer form content. I don't know. I just prefer longer term content. So.
Yeah, also because if you do like shorter, you have to be like smarter about it. So you have to think it through a lot.
Yeah, you have to think about like the algorithm and what's going to be engaging and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did TikTok for a little bit when I was traveling in Italy, and that was cool. But I don't know if I want to continue to do it. We'll see.
No, but if you don't feel like it, I think it's better that you
stick with what I like.
Yeah, because then it's like an obligation and it doesn't work out.
Exactly.
That's it. Okay. So what's beautiful about modeling is that you have to be very aware of your body.
Okay.
So sometimes we put like a lot of tension in our face, like we're like this, and we don't realize. Yeah. So like take a moment to be like aware of if you're having like
my forehead is getting tight.
Yeah, like relax your whole face, take your time. So there's no rush.
Okay.
Your cheek inside. You're like resting.
Okay.
You got it. Take your time.
Alright. Does it look weird though? If I'm biting my cheek? Okay. Don't do it.
Not your technique. It's fine.
Okay.
Come on. Don't look at me. Look upstairs.
Look somewhere else. Okay.
You know, it's good that you're first shot with someone you know because you don't have to stress.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So, it's okay.
Okay.
We can take our time. That's perfect. That's beautiful. Okay, now put your chin a little bit taller. Yeah. Hands down. You can put like one arm, okay. We're doing another. Yes, we're getting the vibe. Finally, yeah.
It's coming in.
It's coming.
Okay, we're done with the shoots. Frida did amazing. She's truly a professional.
Oh God, my ears.
Can't wait to see how they come out.